Hello, dear viewers. Thank you so much for joining me for your daily tarot reading. If you'd like to get a notification for these, or you want these to pop up in your feed, it's important to like them, subscribe, and ring the bell, the notification bell, and you'll get notified. Hopefully. Once in a while I hear people ringing that bell and they don't get notified, but then ring it again. So I thank you for joining me. Today we're going to do the Golden Nugget again, the clarifying card at the very end if a question arises during your reading that you'd love to see answered. Also, you use your intuition to pick the stone, and then you use your intuition to pick out the things from the interpretation that fit for you and hear what Spirit is trying to say to you. It's really wonderful how it works. And there's nothing wrong with listening to more than one, because sometimes if we're not so sure which stone we're picking, or even if we are, we might get a little inner nudging to listen to more because Spirit has other things to say. And at the end, we'll show the Golden Nugget stone. All right. For those of you who chose the brown speckled stone, we have the Queen of Cups. We've got the Empress. Holy moly. We've got the 8 of Coins. Wow. So the Empress is powerful energy. That is the energy that says pregnant with a new possibility, like the ground is fertile for something new to be coming in. Occasionally, it is about pregnancy, actual pregnancy, and having a child, or having a child come into your family, or somebody, very close to you having a child. But the Empress is always a good card. It's never a bad card. It's that kind of creative energy. And whether you're male or female, it really doesn't matter. It's this creative kind of excitement even about it. And look at, we have a dove in the background. So there's something peaceful, nurturing about the Empress energy as well. And there's always water in the card with the Empress, signifying the emotion, the intuition, the depth of that. We have the 8 of Coins. That's about productivity. That's about learning something new, perhaps. Coins are tangible things that are created to increase your security. So they can be money. They can be money. They can also be things you're creating with your hands. They can be health, improvements in your health. They can be decisions, sometimes that will, to take actions that will improve your security in some way or another. Now, the 8 of Coins, it also can be just, really working hard. Sometimes it doesn't feel burdensome at all. I feel like this card is just, wow, I was productive today. Because with the Empress and the Queen of Cups, I feel like it's sort of driven by an understanding that something is coming in, driven by intuition, driven by a want to. If we ever feel like we don't have the energy to have an 8 of Coins kind of day, and we need to have an 8 of Coins kind of day, we can always ask Source for that energy. We can ask Source to change our want to. We can ask Source to just really get us enthusiastic about what we're doing. The Queen of Cups, now she is the wise queen, the compassionate queen, the empathetic queen, the intuitive queen. So that is quite a compliment to you, to your maturity. She, in the Rider-Waite, has a cover on her cup. She's got great self-control. And you see in this card, she's sort of looking down. In other words, she's sometimes hard to know everything that's going on beneath the surface, because she's wise, she has a depth of emotion and a depth of understanding. She may not share with everybody, we don't share our intuition with everybody, but boy, she has it, and she certainly uses it to guide herself and her day. She also has great self-control. She's somebody who people would probably look to for nurturing, for understanding, because she's very, very smart with that, very insightful. And she'd be trustworthy. You know, she's not somebody who can't manage her emotions. So there's some great compliments here. There's some great energy here. And I think it really is transformed into something that improves your security. So that's a good reading. For those of you who chose this fossil, really cute, really pretty, we have the Devil, we have the Nine of Wands, we have the Sun. Look at that. Boy, what a contrast here. It's almost like, so the bright light and the power of spirit can either be your sun or it can be bedeviling. It's almost like that. So, you know, I don't get hung up on the Devil card or, you know, anything about devil or demons. I really kind of feel like all energy is creative. It's just sometimes our creative energy is bent a little bit or distorted a bit, or somebody else's creative energy is distorted. And that is usually by not seeing things the way they are. That's usually by, well, sometimes somebody's purposely lying to distort creative energy along the lines they want it to go. But sometimes it's just error. You know, people are in error about something, and their spiritual energy is then bedeviling. It makes them worry. It makes them maybe obsessively think about something or do something repetitively in a way that's just not helpful. So I feel like the Devil is about being bedeviled. Now here though, that spiritual energy, and it's coming from source, is enlightening. It brings joy. It feels like benediction. It feels like approval is shining upon you. We have the wands, the Nine of Wands. That can be about having felt embattled either recently or in the past, a sense of guardedness, a sense that maybe the world is a dangerous place, a sense that I'm not really very safe, a sense that I have to be on my guard. So this can be about things that have happened in your past that lead you to feel that way. And you know, this guy is tough. In the Rider-Waite, he has a bandage on his head, but he's still standing, and this guy is tough. So male or female, there's some real strength here. Now, a lot of times I feel like when this card comes up, Spirit is trying to help us to get out of a sense of defensiveness about life and into a more joyful, trusting place, which is not easy if you've had a lot of difficult things. But sometimes there's a real opportunity to feel the sun shining upon you, to feel the blessings coming, to feel the help and the love, for goodness sakes, yes. And we can oftentimes dispense of worry that's excessive. The Devil can also be, you know, it comes up once in a while for things like addictive behavior or obsessive behavior, excess. So sometimes it comes up when we need to turn from that and turn toward a loving source. Once in a while, it depends upon how we're seeing life and our world. If we're seeing it as negative or likely to bring more negativity to us, or dangerous, or filled with troubles, then we end up bedeviled. But if we can shift our focus to asking Source, how do you want me to see this world? How I'm blessed. Let more blessings come in. If we can focus on the things that are going well, or evidence that we're not alone in this world and that there's help. Sometimes our day can be full of joy. So I feel like this is about that, you know, choosing the joy, choosing to believe we will be blessed regardless of our past, choosing to believe that we are smiled upon, Source has favor for us, that kind of thing. So that is a very powerful reading. It would be wonderful to bring all of that powerful spiritual creative energy that you possess, because you do, into a more joy-filled and positive way of looking at things. For those of you who chose this, and we do need help for that. We can ask for help to change our mindset, by the way. For those of you who chose this gray and white stone, we have the King of Wands, we have the Star, and we have the King of Cups. Wow, look at the maturity in this reading and the hope you should have as a result of it. Wow, wow, wow. So whether you're male or female, the King of Wands is about maturity of purpose. This man, he knows what he needs to do. He knows what his main priority is. He is purposeful. He's going to get it done. He has energy to do it. He knows which way to go. You know, he's got the maturity. In the past, when he was younger, he may have been quite fiery, but this is all tempered as the King of Wands is a mature figure. The King of Cups, now, isn't that interesting? You've got fire and you've got water. The King of Cups is empathetic, compassionate, deep, emotionally insightful, and intuitive. So the King of Cups is sort of a master of his own emotions, understanding other people's emotions, can have a lot going on emotionally, but certainly manages it well and uses his understanding to ride out any kind of turbulence. Now, the Star, I love the Star when it comes up, you guys, because it's saying you have every reason to be hopeful about your future. It really is. It's saying, please be hopeful about your future. Look to positive outcomes. There's also emotion implicated in this picture with the water, and she's pouring out the water. So in other words, I don't know if it's been a time that has sort of triggered some big emotions in you. Let them flow. Let them flow. They are part of your wisdom. They are part of your strength. And with this King of Cups, of course, you're good at that. You know, you're good at understanding those. So I think you've got a great message here from Spirit. It's compliments and it's please be hopeful. You have every reason to be hopeful. So that is terrific. All right. Well, let us see what the Golden Nugget reveals. If you have a question and you're wanting a little more clarification, we have the Three of Wands. Okay. So if you are thinking about changes coming in or changes you're trying to accomplish, things you're hoping pay off for you, the Three of Wands suggests that, yes, they will. Now, it may not be immediate. You may be watching and waiting. You may be looking into the future. It's good to be watchful in a way that expects what you've invested in to pay off. Because, see, now this is the merchant, right? Looking at the ships coming in, waiting for his or her cargo to come in. And assuming it will. Because there's already been, the Three Wands, there's already been investment in it. So that's also a very hopeful card. It's sort of like Spirit saying yes. You know what? Look to the future with the positive expectation that something perhaps longed for, perhaps invested in, will be coming in. So I like that card. That's a good card. All right. Well, I hope you have a wonderful day today. Take care, and we'll talk to you tomorrow. Bye-bye.